Hello, hello. Okay, so starting the stream. Hello. Okay, so starting the stream. Hello. Okay,
Let's head
so
in.
starting the stream. So hi, Jared Chani here. I'm trying to do this new thing, trying to do deconstruction of new games and putting this on YouTube. Uh, Exercise this design deconstruction and see what other games are doing, what kind of thought processes they might have gone to, what are some of the nitty-gritty aspects that happens when you're designing games. Um, and this is just a practice for myself. I kind of play a lot of varied variety of games um, to acquaint myself with all, just to understand and like go behind the scenes of what the designers must have thought of while creating it, and really uncover the mysteries and learnings. So if I am planning to make a game which is something on that genre or something completely new, I can go back to learn a few things from these games. And today we are playing Inscription, which has been pretty popular, critically acclaimed as well. Did win a Game of the Year award, right? Yeah, sorry, I'm not much into the accolades as of now. So I have not played it, so let's dive in and see what's Inscription. Mm-hmm. Devolver. Oh, by the way, I love the Devolver Digital
Okay,
publishers.
time to figure out what's on this thing.
Hmm. Press any button to start. Let's head in. Uh, Interestingly minimal UI. And this is whatever. This is any game that I start off. I do not actually go into the game. I kind of wander around on the UI and see what kind of options there are. This is definitely quit, so I'm gonna try and click. Oh, so they made it a card. Interesting UI. They definitely adding a two-step process. Usually, all the games have a one-step. Whatever you click, you're gonna get into. But this is kind of two-step, and also ties in to the card game element. So let's see. Let's see credits. Creator Daniel Mullins, composer. Wow. Okay. So yeah, I really like this effect of, not the effect, but the idea of speed fast. The credits. You get to see a lot of people. You get to see a lot of names and see how many people were involved in making this kind of big scale game. And obviously, there's the good old escape, which kind of heads you back into the main menu. So having both the options for me, I really like to have that. Let's see options. Let's see three tabs. Resolution, brightness. Oh, I really like the I really like the preview effect of it. So I can totally see what kind of speed I want. Do I want the flicker effect, screen shake, and everything else? Nice. Let's go back. Oh, there's no new game, but I haven't played it. Interesting. Hmm. already spooking me out. Well, Challenger, it has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. Okay. Play it here. Now play your stored. Yes, okay. Play your stored. One blood sacrifice must be made. Okay, one blood, I see that. Honorable death to play the stored. Okay, I'm gonna play it here. Yes, again. Interesting. You don't have enough. Ring the bell. Commence combat. Stands up unopposed. Bottom left is the attack power. 1. Okay, so I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need to deal at least 5 damage without taking hits to win this, or without taking those many hits. Interesting. Like this. My turn. Okay. Just stored. Stands in the way of my coyote. Damage. 2 damage. It had 3 health. Fair enough. Stored health is 2 less. If creature's health reaches 0, it dies. Okay, so this is the FTUE experience, the first time user experience. So you kind of give the players some ropes of what's happening and allow them to really comprehend to see what's going to happen. So now it's my turn again. So I understand that I gotta play a card and I have to sacrifice a card to play another one. And there I can as soon as I finish the turn, the card immediately attacks. So interesting. You may draw from the deck or draw a squirrel. So these both seem like the same back of the card, which is kind of confusing. Do I have just one card in my deck? Or a squirrel? Okay. I'm gonna take this. How reckless of you. I get a river snapper. 2 different. Okay, I see 2 different. Oh! The WS is not needed. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is kind of an accessibility gemstone. Not a gemstone, but like a discovery, where instead of using WNS, I'm kind of using scroll wheel. And this kind of helps me because as you can see, the character in the game is also right-handed, which is portrait, which I'm portraying as, and I can play everything with my mouse. So totally nice, and it's an interesting discovery moment. I kind of really like how the ease of access to it. You want to have like these little discovery moments, even though this is not part of like the gameplay design or game design. Thinking about the game as a whole and thinking about game as an experience allows you to think in these lines of how to make it more accessible, more easier, approachable, and all those kind of things. So I'm gonna use this a lot often. I can't play anything else. Let's take the bell. Because you're learning, I will pass. Okay. You've drawn all the creatures from your deck. Oh, so I had one card. Squirrel is on your own choice. I take the squirrel. And I play it. The squirrel does not deal any damage. I can probably... What's 1 damage, 6 health? I can probably sacrifice these 2, right? Let's wait. Then 1 damage, so I put 1 weight on the wing scale. You know you can play more than 1 card per turn, right? Pass. This person's passing. So I can now sacrifice 2 squirrel for 1 more, which is a wolf. And this hit, I think I'm gonna take the win here. I won this match, so they won't all be so easy. Okay, yeah, so recall your story. Okay, so this is why the continue was there. Interesting. Lost deep in the forest. That's me. A single path really revealed itself. Okay, so the scrolling here works as well. So nice tidbit of addition. Interesting symbols here. I can see it from sort of like an isometric from the top-down view, and this is my deck clearly. There I have two wolf, one river snapper, and a stoat. Single path reveal. So I'm gonna go here next. Let's see. Two denizens of the forest approach you tentatively. A caustic arrow damage from its poison bite is always lethal. Oh, so I get to see both. Interesting. An undying cat sacrifice, the poor beast does not kill it. Okay, so the way I understand, if... Oh, interesting. Only one. Yeah. I don't know why they had like two of there, but okay, I need to pick one, which is an interesting decision-making choice. Let's see. Okay. I just picked the snake here. But I think I really dig the added element of the cards there. So they could have easily placed these cards face up, right? Without having any sort of adding, but they added that you have to flip the card to see it. Let's see how it progresses, how it unfolds down the line. Just to follow you, I move ahead. Squirrel in a border break in case of emergency. I have a second. Okay, and a fire. Another useful implement. I'll allow you to trip the scales with it. How will a flyer trip a scale? But 3 is much as you can carry. Okay, 3 is the limit. Okay, so this was card selection. This was the backpack thing. I think this is still a part of FTU where I'm still getting in ropes of what's happening. We were ambushed by crossing some rough terrain. So it sacrificed me. How kind. Maybe you'll help me. Take your turn. Play along for now. Okay. There's some moral side narrative happening as well with the card character. Interesting. You may now see my moves ahead of the time. Oh, how nice. Okay, I see a wolf cub. Oh, I can see the symbol here. Okay, fledgling. A card bearing the sigil will grow into a more powerful form after one turn on the board. Okay. So I have 4 cards in my hand to choose from. I have a boulder here who stump in front of me and a wolf which is about to enter. What I really like about the game design here is I can totally see what's gonna come in next, like kind of like Into the Breach kind of game design where things like enemies' next moves are kind of explained further ahead. So instead of you going in blindly as a player, you're going in blindly and kind of doing reckless thing without any strategic elements. These kind of preview of what the opponent's gonna do allow you to strategically plan your move or like devise your plan like that. evil villain kind of moment where you're thinking, oh, I see what you're gonna do and here's how I'm gonna counter it and block your own shot as well. So giving the player that sense of discovery and not discovery but just like the sense of achievement, accomplishment, like ha, I have won, or I've outdone you here. Okay, so having that design choice of allowing the opponent to see is really helpful. And as you see, whenever someone ends their turn, the cards automatically attack. Whereas other card games, probably like Hearthstone or something like that, you choose which card to attack with on your turn, which is an interesting kind of choice. But here, the decision making is happening before playing the card. The cards require a cost of sacrifice. So cards are feeding into the next card. So the balancing here kind of becomes tricky where the cards damage and health are obviously basic, but the way I say basic is because most of the card games have that. But you have to factor in some fodder cards, like feeding cards. Like as you see, I have two squirrel bottles here just to save me. And I don't know if I can check my deck here of squirrels, but I don't think I have very many squirrels here. These kind of help me as a escape way out. So I know Wolf Cub is gonna come here, so I wanna attack somewhere. So let me place a stout in an empty lane. I presume this is an empty lane, so this is gonna the attack's gonna go through here. Let's see. Nice. It ages swiftly. The wolf cub becomes a wolf, of course. I definitely need something as a fodder now, so I'll take a squirrel. The wolf cub hasn't matured yet. Another thing that I understood is the lane system. So the cards kind of only attack right ahead of you, and if there's right ahead of the card, and if there's nothing there, it kind of attacks the hero or the villain here in this case. Interesting number there, 4. Having I think having more wouldn't have been a problem, but having less, I think, was the prototype level where you have kind of like 2 to 3, I mean, like probably 3 or 4 lanes, and then you see having how much does 2 sacrifices work. So as you can see, 2 sacrifices pretty common across the board. So you definitely not want just 3 cards, especially in a scenario where there are boulders, something that blocks. And this is what is allowing me to, think whether this is still the FTOA, because I don't have the whole 4 lane. Same for my opponent. So the game is strategically tying you into these spaces where you're learning. Like even in the first time when we were playing the enemy, we just had 1 card in the deck, so it kind of gave you the choice, gave you the preview of, see, this is what are the options you're gonna see, but you don't have enough cards, so you kind of get collecting your way into the game. Here let's play a squirrel. I don't necessarily wanna sacrifice to get something new, so I'm gonna play. Okay, so the wolf has, we can play squirrel and also sacrifice it in the same turn. The bats here attack indirectly. Oh, the bats fly. The card bearing the sigil will strike an opponent directly even if there's a creature opposing it. Okay. Whew, interesting. So I don't know. I don't think I have anything to oppose the flight path. I'll take the squirrel and plant it, and would sacrifice it for... Oh, adder is a good sacrifice. I hope the adder kills the bat. And I don't know if I wanna get in. Let's see. Oh, adder kills it. Nice. Okay. So the airborne can skip the opponent, but the ground creature would attack the airborne as normal. Fair enough. I need to save something, and I get a squirrel, please. Play it and sacrifice it for the snapper. And let's see. Take another squirrel and just play it. Let's continue. Um, Click another squirrel and play. I think the next two are wolves, which I have not really encountered again. So, and I remember these were like 2 damages. Uh, yep, it's a wolf. I think balancing kind of becomes a key element here with like, I think I'm gonna deck build my way here. A lot of deck building games uh, do a lot of this scenario where you're kind of feeding or using into multi-purpose cards. Like very first example is the Quest for El Dorado. It's a deck building racing game where you're kind of uh, having cards to move fast or move quick. Um, and then some of the cards are movement cards, but also can be used as gold cards. I mean, sorry, all of the cards can be used as gold cards. Some of them are like 1 gold per card, and the rest, all the cards are 0.5 gold per card. So you already know every card is transferable to gold. So that kind of becomes the feeder or the fodder for the next buying card. So you kind of pay the price from your own hand and buy cards from the market. Put it in the mix for the next to appear for the next round. Um, for now, I don't think I want to sacrifice. I think I'm gonna take this game regardless. So let's take that. You prevailed and tried your way. Now the bloody trail. Okay, so this is again a card choice. Let's see. So as I was saying, like they could have easily given 2 cards face up, but they have put it face down for me as a player to kind of choose. Oh, definitely give a wolf cub. Because I just saw it. I think this would be a bat or a sparrow, which kind of has a flying element to it, airborne. And this is fledgling again. So right click to see what the symbols in the center means. So sorry, as I was saying, so these cards they could have definitely put it face up without any effort, right? But the reason that they put it face down for you to like turn it over, precisely to make the player feel the sense of ownership. Since you are building a deck, you kind of are customizing it your way, so you have to feel that sense of ownership. And a lot of these games, that's why like games have a lot of interchangeable elements to it. For instance, Souls-like games which are like frustratingly hard. For example, Elden Ring, Dark Souls, obviously. I think Ghost of Tsushima as well. So all of these Souls-like game, whenever someone plays it and they die, very few players blame the game. It's the game's fault. Like I died and I blame the game for it. It's rarely happened. Usually, most of the times, players blame themselves. They kind of feel the ownership of missing out. Like probably being too greedy, hitting few extra slashes, or being too passive and not being too active to go across an attack. So whenever that happens, players usually tend to go back to it again, increasing the sense of engagement. So a game session engagements increase when the player goes back and plays again just to try it again and win the next time. So then they have learned something from the previous mistake and they move on to it. So that sense of ownership is very, very important for the players to feel. If you are trying to build something engaging, you want to be able to retain or catch the player with that sense of ownership. That's why a lot of these games have customization options. Like probably all the big games have customization options, kind of allowing you to feel the sense of ownership. And this definitely has the RPG elements of like selecting one card out of 2. I think probably the path that we are on to probably is gonna diverge into multiple paths for you to pick one. Probably. Um, but yeah, so this sense of ownership again. Yeah, so let's see what's gonna help us here. Um, Sparrow. Hmm. Since the ground players or the ground characters can attack this Sparrow, I don't think having one damage is a very good trade here from something like a Wolf's Cub, which can mature and be a 3 damage character, which is very helpful for sure. In a 5-hit game, 3 damage is great. I'm thinking, would it be interesting choice if the Sparrow had like 3 damage 1 health or like 3 damage 2 health? Or would that be too overpowered? Since whenever I play my turn, the character definitely attacks. So if I'm able to play a Sparrow along with a Wolf Cub or something like that, I think I do a 6-point damage. So unless and until I have nothing on my side, I definitely win the game with 1 turn. So yeah, probably would be too overpowerful. But yeah, see, these are the kind of conversations. Wow. Okay. So these are the kind of conversations that happen in terms of game design and balancing. You want to make sure the cards are fairly even, balanced, and go well. I think 3 damage would have been a killer overkill here. So having 1, 2, and 1, 1 here is interesting. I would definitely take the Wolf Cup for us. Oh, wow. Okay. As mentioned, as I said earlier, like that's right. Yeah. So I see 2 paths upcoming here already, which is a good preview. I think games kind of, this game Inscryption does this well, where it kind of gives you a preview of what's gonna come up next, so you can think of a conscious decision where to go for. But let's see what happens. For now, this is a new symbol. What happens? Let's check it out. Some strange stones in the mist. You were compelled to choose a worthy sacrifice, one that will be lost forever. Ooh. Oof. And I don't get anything new. I just get an adder and a wolf cup. Oof. I don't know. Probably the wolf cup. The adder is 1 hit, but it is a 1 kill, so it's a for sure kill. So Wolf Cub is still into the mathematical pipeline, so I'm gonna click here and sacrifice it. What's happening? Oh, a healthy host. Oh, am I? Okay, wait. I think I am kind of transferring the power into something else. Let's see. Who do I want to add 1, 1 to? I don't know. The Stout is already saying pick me. Oh, Stout is cute. I don't know if I do want to do it. I want to actually see if there is a downside to it. So I'll avoid it. I'm gonna unique my wolf here. 4-3 is a good part on a wolf. Oh wait, what? Wolf Cub now lives in the wolf? Oh, so it did not. Oh, it patched it with the middle symbol. Nice. Is this a mini boss fight? Hold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne sigil. So it's inscription. Okay. All the canine cards only with the airborne sigil. Okay. Flying dogs comes in. You see that, right? No care for the rules. Pathetic, really enough. Only keeps me around to watch me suffer. A coyote with the wolf. Not a wolf, like a dog sigil. And a bat, which are gonna enter. I just have one squirrel. Should I sacrifice it for... I know my arrow is gonna die soon if I play it earlier. So I think I'm gonna sacrifice it for... back on the board. Wow. I totally see that. Annoying face peering right in my eyes. I don't know. Should I use squirrel here? Okay, yeah. It's hinting me to use it, so I'm gonna use the squirrel again. And I'm gonna probably do another squirrel and bring in the wolf. I know my wolf's gonna take the damage or not. Let's see. Oof, Elder Wolf. Okay. I need something to sacrifice. But Elder Wolf. How much is it? Oh, it's bang on in the middle. Okay, so that patchy sign is gone. 1-1 has been increased. And this will definitely kill these guys, so which is great. I need 2 for Adler sacrifice. Let's play a squirrel here and see where things go. We'll kill. Wolf Cup coming, and I'm just gonna play the squirrel and play the adder. Let's see if killing from the adder kind of makes me win the game. I think I'm gonna definitely win it regardless because I have a 5 damage on Elder Wolf regard. Wow, okay. I dig that. Impressive, you may yet survive this ordeal. Knock on the wood. Another card choice. Oof, it's 1 of 3 now. Wow, they're not making it easy, clearly. Porcupine, let's see what it got. Once a card bearing the sigil is struck, the striker is dealt a single damage point. Okay, it's kind of like a bounce back damage. Regular wolf. I don't know what kind of acorn symbol is that. Let's see. Elk. Flighty elk, it moves after attacking. Oh! Okay, so at the end of the owner's turn, a card bearing the sigil will move in the direction inscribed on the sigil. Wow. Wow, this game like does a really good job of flipping something that you already know, or like just adding something absolutely amazing. So if we recap to the start, you see you started off with regular cards, and then you ramp up with cards with like bottom center symbols, which kind of are the powers or effects. So now you're expecting newer symbols and newer cards with these effects. And now I see this elk which has a sprinter symbol which plays along the lines of the lanes, the 4 lanes that we played. So elk definitely moves from with respect to the icon. So now you are strategically also planning where to play these cards. So up until now I was just playing the cards into spaces which were unopposed, or playing it in spaces where I'm expecting the opponent to strike me from, kind of defending as well as attacking. Now there is a movement element to it where I think if I have it, I can safely presume the AI would definitely have this card sooner or later. So just kind of building onto the addition. I think since this is still the FTOA, probably the scroll itself, the one scroll is FTOE itself. As soon as we're end of it, we'll just head into the actual game with like a new generated content. I will go with the elk on this one. As you can see, even the scrolling works. Wow, okay. I have 6 cards already. So even though the scrolling works, I can see the left and right with A and D. But I cannot really go back. Um, Kind of dialing in the idea of the intensity of like what's gonna happen. Like what's happened is happened. You cannot really go back, right? It's very hard. So I know this symbol. I know this one. I don't know this one, so I'm gonna move on to this one. On the left, let's see. You came across a small group of survivors. Face shrunken from starvation, campfire. They looked upon a group of creatures and beckoned. Warm one of your creatures by the fire. Warm it by the fire, it will enhance its power. Droolings, wiping drool from their mouth. Okay. Are they gonna eat it? I don't know. Um. The stout is absolutely uninterested. I don't know. If I should. The elk, the river snapper, the wolf. Should, you know, increase its power. I don't know if I've gone around to using river snapper a lot, but I did use adder previously, which was helpful, especially against like airborne things. Or I can use stout, and I don't know if I wanna sacrifice it. It's the character between all of these characters, like it's the one speaking to us. So it's hard, but I don't know what's gonna happen though. Wow. So the game Inscryption already does this pretty well. So it already gives you the preview of what's gonna happen. Like even in the scroll, like the level scroll, you see what are the next pathways you're gonna encounter with, or you see the move that the opponent's gonna play. Like all of these things you already see it's gonna happen, and you kind of make your strategic decisions around it. But situations like these where you clearly don't know whether it's gonna increase its power or be completely eaten by these 4 or 5 gentlemen figurines. The dearth of these, the most of the scenarios which kind of give you everything to strategize from, like the knowledge, enhances the value of such scenarios where the decision making gets tough, right? Even in a card, even when you're picking one out of the 2 cards, you know what you're gonna have, right? You read into it. But this is a little more intriguing, like almost like a moral decision making, where you don't know what's gonna happen, and you're just either trying to be reckless about it or be very, very like accept the rejects and accept the immoral things. Like for now, so I do want to increase power of my adder or my wolf, for instance, right? Or probably stout. But if I play the stout and if it gets eaten, I would just lose it. Same with the wolf and the adder. But I think if I have 2 wolves, I can probably manage with 1 wolf. So I'm just gonna play the wolf. Oh, it increases power. Fair. Hope it stays the same. One of the survivors reached to it. Another gnashed their teeth. Pulled the wolf away. Okay. Okay, so the fire is helpful for us. This I think is another mini boss kind of thing. Let's see. There's a way out for both of us. It's somewhere in this foul cabin. Okay, this is the foul cabin. A new symbol. Okay. Mighty Leap. A card bearing the sigil will block the opposing creature bearing the airborne sigil. Okay, Grand Fear. Okay, pre-blocking. Interesting. I definitely. Oh, this is another interesting decision choice, like a design choice. Like you always, of the 4 cards you have in your hand, you'll always have 1 Skrill, because all the other cards require some sort of sacrifice as of now, as of here. So you will have to give the player one squirrel just to play something with. And as a designer, you're kind of like trying to you want the players to have these decision making things, right? You want to make this decision more intriguing, more powerful. It's all here. So say any game, for example, like Call of Duty or Fortnite, right? The decision making there, uh, it's about whether you want to go for the loot or go for this ring or save yourself, save your squad. So all of these are meaningful decisions, and probably have this butterfly effect on everything that happens down the road, right? So you want, as a designer, you want to have such meaningful decisions to be given to the player and allow for it, right? All while kind of giving them unique ideas, unique options, and something that kind of flips the table. Like, what? I did not think of that. The discovery, the aha moment, right? So you're kind of like meddling all of these thoughts and process, trying to fuse in of what works best with the game, right? Um, and so with that idea, you are probably giving them a very limited starting hand, but a much more powerful foundation to begin to continue the game with. Okay, so uh, Grizzly has completely killed me, and it has a 4 damage, which I don't think I can hold on to as of now. Okay, let's play a squirrel here. Oof, oof. Wow. So I can totally go around in like loops and keep playing the squirrel. Uh, but that is not the idea here, right? And as you know, I just have like limited number of squirrel cards as well. So I might just be able to loop the game, but this just isn't enough for me to create that counterplay. I can probably play like a wolf. Uh, but I don't think I can block anything or save myself from the upcoming defeat. Oof, 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 oof. Dead. That was harsh. You've lost. Using this as a learning opportunity, maybe the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Atop the barrel beside the door. Where's the door? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So it's blocky. Oh yeah, it's block movements. And I can interact with the elements here. Nice. Yeah, this is what I like to do. I do like to engage in a lot of games which are less popular, and okay, this one's very popular, but like I like to play other games and pick a lot of these ideas and see where everything goes. It's like some sort of puzzle contraption. Oh, this. Okay, this was a candlestick. Okay, got it. Top of barrel. Okay, let's say that of the barrel. Locked door. Wow, I would have regretted if that door would have opened. Like, I just want to check what's happening behind this, but I don't want to go. What is a good idea? So you probably don't want to allow the player to go into a wrong path, unless that's the idea there. But other than that, if the players get lost, that's kind of like distracting and they kind of move out of the game. So you want to keep the game's illusion running. So going onto a path or going into a place where the players feel distracted or are distracted from engaging into anything, they would not do it. They would not come back to the game again. This looks eerily familiar place. Okay, passcodes. Oh, these are the The dude beside the fire, right? Can I do this? Oh yeah. What's the time now? It's good o'clock. Let's see. I need to go back. I'll sit back down. Okay. How do I sit back down? Oh, I sit. Did I sit back? Yeah. Let me explain something to you. Sure. Point well received. That was one of the two mistakes you can make here. Okay, fair. Good way to show it. If you make another mistake, it will sacrifice you. Wow. Probably I'm a pawn in their game. Now where were we? Okay. So I know this kind of feels this was the backpack. I think I'm down on the backpack side, clearly. So I'm gonna go here. Another river snapper. Oh, this must be the symbol that I already have that. Skunk. Stinky. The creature opposing transition loses one power. Loses one power. But there's no attack. Raven has an attack. So I wanna do this. Has 3 damage. I think I wanna go with something that has attack. So Raven. Yeah, so you see the path, right? The diverging path. You cannot really go back. You cannot explore the other path. So this way the players are kind of like intrigued to think, oh, what would have happened if I would have taken the other path, or if I would have taken the cat, or like the sparrow, or some other card. Potentially my deck would have been different. Would I have won the game which I just lost, right? Or what were the other things that I could have? So the sheer possibility of it kind of intrigues players' minds, right? So this is all like the RPG elements to it. So if you are consciously making that decision to go to the left and miss out on the thing that is gonna come in the right. I think another the patchy like this, the patchy bottom center, or like crazy enhancing or combining the powers. Another one of the mobile games that does this kind of thing is Pirates of the Bay or something, which is a great game. I was completely intrigued by it. I think it's somewhat similar along those lines. It has like a few number of cards. I don't think there are feeder cards, but there are definitely upgrading cards or sacrificing cards for some greater good reward kind of thing. I don't want to spoil it. You can check it out. It's free on Android and Apple Store for sure. Pirates of the Bay or something. Treasure Island? I don't know. Pirates of the Treasure Island. Yeah. So they have this very nice balancing where the idea is you have ammo, but you have to spend the ammo to shoot, right? But it's a common ammo pool. All the guns take the common ammo pool, and you just have 3 ammo. So do you want to shoot something that uses up 1 ammo each time and do less damage, or do something that uses 2 ammo but something that's spectacularly big? For example, like a missile launcher, or it's very thematically great game. So there's a hook, there's a march, like all of the pirate things there. It's a great game. I think you should check it out. For now, okay. Rock may get you out of the hard place. Again, choice. I can see what's happening. A boulder is created in your hand. A boulder is defined as 0 power, 5 health. Okay. The RPG element, yeah, coming back to the RPG elements, right? You cannot go back, you cannot go right. But everything has a 2-step process. Like even starting the game was a 2-step process, right? Choosing, opening up the cards, picking something. Another game that does this kind of thing is Deathloop. So even there, the decision making is really strategic, really important, tactical even, right? You want to make sure the players are consciously taking a decision to move forward, and it's not by mistake. For here, like say players are like, I have that already in the back, I can see that, I don't need squirrel, I'll take the boulder. A gust from this may lift your creatures into the air, if only for a turn. Oof. Oof, interesting. I'll take this for sure. I'll definitely try for something new. This must be the boss fight. Oof. Chill mist. Hobble stumbles. He's going to the prospector again. Easy boss. The mule ski. Oh, pack mule, which has a sprinter symbol. Okay. I see the clock here. I see my options. Definitely the squirrel first, just to have that. Coyote is a 2 damage. Probably play a stout to safeguard. And this can't move to the right, so it changed to the left. Okay, so I presume it's gonna come up to the far end. So games like Inscryption, where decision making is pretty strategic, you want to allow the players to have these kind of safe options, right? that's why like games like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and other reality shows or something have that comeback scenario where you want the players to come back instead of spiraling down the losing path, right? Or rectify a mistake and not like control the damage and not go worse, right? And having that, so either you have something of a failsafe, like allowing player to make the conscious decision with two not two factor, but like 2-click confirmation, or rectify it, and this game does both of it. Another example is coming back to Deathloop, where you are making a strategic decision to move on to the next area, but it's not by a click. You have to do a press and hold. So that kind of leeway time allows you to change your mind, think over it again, and just impulsively come back and not move forward. So allowing players to have that second wind, right, gives them a sense of they wanna continue playing. Like, even though they feel that they've lost, not everything is lost. They can probably conjure up something, MacGyver their way out of the situation, right? So yeah, that's one of the design elements which is very helpful to have. I really like. I'm gonna take 2 damage if I take the stout out. Should I? I am not sure. This is gonna die. Oh wait, that's gonna die first, right? Because I'm gonna damage it. So Ayot's dead. New card appears. Kills mine. Fair. Plays a squirrel. This pack mule did not move. Wait. Let's play the squirrel and play the wolf, sacrificing and playing. Oh, am I about to die? Do I want the squirrel to stay one more turn here? I think that's gonna be fun. Whoa! Whoa! The mule had all the great cards. Didn't get to mention overkill damage. Excess damage is not wasted. It carried over to the card behind the mangled corpse of the victim. Lucky for you, It does not. Okay. Oof, so I have a lot of options now. Definitely a squirrel for... Oh, I have to draw first? Interesting. I have a wolf, so I'll take a squirrel just to increase my fodder thing. Play another squirrel and bullfrog. What does it do? Card bearing the sigil will block an opposing creature bearing an airborne sigil. Okay. What do I have? I have a normal... I can play a normal wolf card with this coyote. Almost tipping my scales on my side. Go with another squirrel and make it with cat. Let's continue. Did I win? Of course I did not. Of course. Wow. Wait, what? When an opposing creature is placed opposite to an empty space, a card bearing the sigil will move to that empty space. Oh, jumping. So up from infiltrating, there's jumping now. Okay, fair. I can take that. But can I play these cards out of space? Wow. So I need to let. So I need to let him damage me for me to have some counterplay. I'm gonna place a boulder just for it to play a few more turns. I'm just gonna keep building my squirrel army. Oof, okay. So I have a lot of squirrels. Let's play a squirrel. I can't take boulder from... Okay, wait. This is gonna do a one kill me. Okay, fuck. Okay, I might just be out of options here. Okay, I'm gonna play squirrel 1, squirrel 2, and add a raven. A decision, but okay. Raven still alive. Bullfrog. Play another squirrel. Can I place an elk? Nope. I'll take a bullfrog. Oof. Nice. I got rid of that Adler, which was frustrating as hell. And I just don't have enough sacrifices to make. So I'm relying on my bullfrog to do good amount of... Probably can't. Nope. I don't think I can do anything. Yeah, I was pretty reckless with my squirrel decisions here. I can probably add something here. Oof, ouch, that was hard. Just one? Oh, wow. Okay. I think this might be beyond saving the game. Starvation begins to set in. Starvation. If a creature would attack a card bearing the sigil, it does not. Can't do much. Lost. Was that the mistake? Wolf. More gold for me. Wow. I'm already dead. Interesting, it does not take me back to the main menu. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. It's quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We'll work together to amend it. I want this to be a perfect memento of you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. Wow, that's solid. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. The cost from. I think it's the same. Cost of 2 blood from the wolf. And another, this time I will use the power and health numbers. Okay, definitely wolf. Which will extract the sigil. This one. And I did ask your name. Okay. My name. Target. Top. One would fund under the portrait. Ooh. That was quite a flash. Here we go again, another challenger. Bones. Am I at the start of the game again? From the death of your creature, you have gained a bone. You will not lose this until it's spent or the battle ends. Another economy. Wow. So apart from the cost, now there's bone, which kind of you get after killing, and then you can spend it. That's like a currency from killing. Interesting. This has already gone way crazier than I thought it was. I have a extra squirrel, which is not really helpful. Let's just attack. Tip the scales in our favor. Oh, that's dead. Bullfrog. Cannot damage it enough. But I think it would just be fine. 2 damage. Tip the scales. I win. Wow, put me back at this. Oh. I forgot your figurine. Go right up and fetch it from me. It's beside the safe. It should be here. That's me. Let us continue. Back at the start. So I think that was the FTO. I probably failed at the boss fight. I'm gonna finish the boss fight. But yeah, this was greatly enjoyable experience of Inscryption. I'm gonna come again and continue, hopefully after winning against the boss. So until then, have a great holidays, I guess. Yeah.